the driver or the
Okay, so basically, we need to use this principle that you don't need to put your egg into one basket for the security for the sake of security. So it means that you put in the multiple public cloud and also hyperscaler and combine it with your on premise can increase your security for as well, and then you can comply with a lot of regulatory compliance. For example, maybe you put your data, some of company putting data in their office. Of course, maybe your office is the data rack is very small, maybe one rack or two racks. But of course, it's not comply with regulatory compliance. Maybe it doesn't have a certification, ISO or tier one, tier two, tier three, tier four, and also you need to more reliability and flexibility. That's why you need to combine either a public, hyperscale, or maybe on your premise, and also cost optimization. But of course, you put your data outside your office or outside your on premise, it will create a higher price, especially for bandwidth. As you know that public cloud or especially hyperscaler, they charge more for bandwidth. If you compare for the bandwidth price, maybe in Jakarta, then you will see, wow, that's very huge. Maybe your company, if your company has a traffic more than 1 gigabit per second, then will be crazy bandwidth building after that. Yeah.
okay, maybe yeah, maybe I'm going to add some more. Yeah,
Yes.
based on my experience, there is also some of the company they also compulsory to have um, hybrid cloud when they want to go cloud. Okay, because like the OJK, they in some regulation they have they they uh, they they push the financial industries to have their own on-premise
Yeah.
infrastructure. Yeah, maybe this is also the key drivers. Yeah,
Yes.
uh, on why companies or organizations are pushing towards hybrid or multi-clouds. Okay, thank you, Pak
Sure.
Rendy. Okay, maybe we're going back to the next
Okay.
question. Yeah.
Next question. Okay, sure.
Okay. Um. Okay. After an organization's made the decision, okay, we are going to have public cloud. Oh, sorry, multi-cloud or hybrid cloud. Okay. Um. How should the teams think about designing an effective hybrid or multi-cloud architecture? What are some of the key principles or decision points in workload placement, security, or data protection?
Okay, so you need to define your workload organization. Some of the workload you can put in your premise. Maybe some of the workload you need to put uh, outside, maybe in public cloud. For example, if you have a maybe public website that very sensitive with the cyber attack, for example, DDoS, then it's better for you to put outside of your organization premise. So maybe you can put to the other companies that has more reliability and more firewalls, then they can secure data easily and will be more cost effective for you rather than you buy the anti DDoS protection. Yeah, that's kind of example about.
Yeah. Okay. Understood. Thank you, Pak Rendy. Maybe I'm going to uh, put the next question to Pak Chris. Yeah. Pak Chris, in designing multi-cloud and hybrid architecture, yeah, what is the common pitfalls? Where do you see the most companies struggle in hybrid or multi-cloud adoption? And what's one of the practical tip to help them to succeed?
Yeah, I think I see a lot of companies rush into the cloud because they are fast, they are um, zero configuration, etc. A lot of fasting that they understand about the cloud, but some things that they don't understand is about the governance and also feasibility. So it's really important if you want to move to the cloud. You also need to answer about how you want this to be governed, and also the feasibility of your infrastructure. Because going into multi-cloud or even hybrid cloud, you have a lot of components that you want to see, and also you have the feasibility of the monitoring, the feasibility of the security, and also about the costs that incur to use all of those clouds. So that's really important, and a lot of companies not seeing that coming. Yeah.
We want to also avoid what they call it vendor locking, right? When
Yeah.
choosing the multi-cloud. Okay, thank you, Pak Chris. Next is how can the organization strike the right balance between enabling innovation through flexible, okay, about tools and enforcing governance, as you say, compliance and security across multiple environments.
Okay. So if we discuss about innovation, it means that move fast and break things. So this is important for our team, the infrastructure and developers team, that they know that they can break things, but with a safe area. So we provide the safety net on those innovations, so that they can innovate without being rude to the production environment. So I think it's important to understand that, to tell the developers, to share to the developers infrastructure, that instead of saying to them, you cannot do, you just can do ABC, which is limiting innovations. We just say that you cannot do XYZ. So there's a lot of things you can do except XYZ. So this is why we encourage the guardrails instead of whitelisting. Okay, so developers know they can do some silly mistakes, but not in the production environment. So that's how we rules on the how to innovate on the multi-cloud infrastructure.
Okay, so with the multi-cloud and hybrid cloud enablement, they offer flexibility. So, but with flexibility, they also came the complexity. So, what you say that we should be aware of that, yeah, and try to avoid it at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for the final, maybe for the audience here watching us here, the gentlemen and the ladies, what's the key point to take for them if, let's say, they are already on the trenches or they are thinking about going to multi-cloud or hybrid cloud? What's your, maybe for both of Pak Rendy and Pak Chris here, the final question, what is the key point for them to take to in, let's say, consideration?
Okay.
What should they consider?
Yeah, my suggestion to the companies that want to move to the hybrid cloud or multi-cloud from the, let's say, on-premise or anything, that 3 words: take it easy. It means that you have to think all about the scenarios before you move into that direction, because moving into that direction will have a lot of impact in terms of performance, in terms of the size of the team, expertise, and also don't forget that business needs to also understand about the costs, whether it's going huge or whether it's gonna bring the efficiency of the cost. So that's my suggestion to the companies: take it easy, slowly but sure.
Okay, for me is first the company or organization needs to understand about the what is your needs. So some of my from my case is they don't know what they need actually. So first identify that. After that you can create maybe you can balancing, maybe you can put in a public cloud, maybe you can put your on a premise, or otherwise you can put it somewhere else. Yeah, that's that can make you very efficient and cost efficient. Yeah, that's all.
You, Pak Rendy and Pak Chris. I hope everyone here can take some insightful lessons here from our discussion today. Thank you for both of you. It's been a very pleasant discussion. I hope everyone here also enjoy the discussion and they can take away some meaningful or insightful lessons for them. Okay, thank you, Pak Chris and Pak Rendy, and ladies and gentlemen.